Hello everyone, you're listening to KLJXLP Flagstaff. This is KJack Radio, and you're listening to a specialty show called Audio Hug, hosted by me, Emily. It's been a long time since I've been on this show and, recorded and everything, and I'm really excited to be back. I've had a really hectic few weeks, and then we were on spring break and all of this stuff, and I haven't been able to come in, and I'm going to talk about it all today. Today's episode is called Living Your Life Truly and Fully. I've gone through a lot of stuff in the past few weeks, and it's just taught me a lot, and I want to talk about what's been going on and what I've learned, and talk about media and different things today. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to be back on air and recording. I'm excited to edit this after I'm done. Sorry if my throat's a little crazy today. Sorry if I keep coughing. But, so before I get into, everything, I am going to play a few songs just so I can collect my thoughts. But with music recently, I go through these phases of really craving new music, and then I go through phases where I have my core music and playlist I listen to, and I just listen to it over and over again. I kind of love that about music, that it's always kind of changing for me and how I incorporate it in my daily life or how I'm enjoying it, if that makes sense. I don't think I give myself enough credit to how much music really does mean to me. It really does mean a lot to me. It is a focal part of my daily life. Other people love it more than me. Other people don't care about it. This is just how I enjoy music. Let me explain some of the songs. I was walking in here, created my playlist, and I realized how much some of these songs have shaped my last few weeks. The biggest one is Someone to Call My Lover by Janet Jackson. I know the song is trending, I understand, but it is so good and makes me so incredibly happy. And to put this in perspective, how much this song means to me is I've played it so much for my friends that some of them haven't even heard the full song and just know the lyrics from me singing the damn song. So if that gives you any perspective, I love this song. The next one, I have a lot of different vibes in this playlist today, but the next one is going to be Seasons by Rye Lewis. This kind of represents how tough it's been recently for me. I recently went through a breakup of my 4-year relationship, and so it's been tough, learning how to be single again, which I'll talk later about. My next song is Love Me Not by Raven Lane. I think that's how you say her name. This one's also trending. This one is just such a fun, upbeat song that I enjoy listening to, and it makes me really happy. The next one is No One Noticed by the Marias. I love this song, and it makes me I love this song. Their voices are incredible. Just I don't even know how to explain it. It is just kind of so pure and kind of represents the complications of love and being lost. Hey everyone, we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I actually cannot figure out why my computer won't work with the audio to play my music. So we're not playing my playlist today, so I probably will end early and we're just gonna talk for now. But I will tell you the rest of the songs that I had. Also, my phone stopped recording for the first explanation that I had. So I was talking about the song No One Noticed by the Marias, and when it says, if you believe me, I guess I'll get on a plane, fly to your city, excited to see your face, and then she goes, hold me, console me, and then I'll leave without a trace. Come on, don't leave me, it can't be that easy, babe. Oh my god, it's such a freaking good song. It's such a good song. But the next one I had on my playlist was Party For You by Charlie XCX. This one's just a fun one. This is just a fun song. Then I have All From Loving You by Trevor Hall. This one, me and Meg went to Chicago for spring break, and we went to this folk music concert, and it was Trevor Hall that was performing. I really, really liked his music and his message and what he stands for. And this specific song is about like the love between a parents and their children, and it is so good. And I was really like surprised. I even cried. Like, I've never heard this guy before ever, and it was my first time seeing him, so that was really great. Really loved that song. The next one I put on there was Valerie by Amy Winehouse. This one's just really fun and reminds me of summer and going outside and swimming, which I'm so excited that it's almost spring. It has been snowing in Flagstaff randomly, which is really annoying, but yeah, so I'm excited for that. And then my last song is Something Somehow Someday by Role Model. This one also blew up, and honestly, okay, here's the thing. A lot of people feel a strong way about how people will only listen to certain music that's trending. I have really mixed feelings about it. I feel like if it's trending for a reason. It's probably really good. But if that's all you're listening to is only trending music, I would just encourage you to, like Role Model, listen to more of their songs, or, ask a friend what they've been listening to recently, and kind of, expand your music taste a little bit. There is a lot more music that is out there that's really great and doesn't go viral. But this one, I've been just really into like love songs recently. I think since my breakup, I wasn't able to listen to love songs like at all for the first like week or so, because it made me even sadder. But this one, he says he's a whiskey drinking, barely thinking, got no destination, and then it says she's a plane ride home. I want a relationship where my partner feels like I'm a plane ride home. Because if you've ever been on a plane and you're on the plane and you're looking out and you've had like a really, really good vacation or wherever you're coming from, but that plane ride home feels like a breath of fresh air sometimes. For most people, just coming home to something comfortable and familiar is really awesome and feels really like a warm blanket wrapped around you. And so definitely want to be that to someone someday. But yeah, that's my playlist for today, and that I can't play today. But yeah, so let's get into what I'm talking about today. I don't have any notes today. I'm kind of just going off of what I thought of when I walked here. So I haven't been here in a while, which is disappointing because I really wanted to keep up with this podcast. I definitely think that should be able to like film it outside of the booth. Just because I don't, I also film this podcast, and so I don't really have to have the music for the video because I could just add a playlist in there if I really wanted to. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing. It's been hard to do things recently. I mean, when you go through such a big change, it's really normal to feel like not doing anything and kind of just staying in my room and everything. I'm still being productive. It's just hard for me to like get out and do stuff like this. But then when I'm here, I'm so beyond happy. I love this radio show, and I love that I've started filming it and I have it documented and everything. It's something I'm actually really passionate about. And so yeah, so I'm really excited to be back. Yeah. So what's been going on recently? I've had a lot of health issues on top of my breakup, which has been really, really frustrating. I haven't really had health issues until August 2024, and so to go through your whole life without health issues, it's weird to start having them, which I'm sure some of you can understand, and I'm sure some of you don't have health issues, which is great. I don't wish it upon literally anyone. Health issues really derail your life like no other. And I like knew that, but now that it's happening to me, I'm like, oh wow, like this is really like tough. You can't put your all into everything because you're needing to rest and take time for your body to heal, because that's what's most important. But I've been saying this to myself recently, that the world doesn't stop when you're going through a hard time or you have health issues or this, that, and the other. The world doesn't stop for you. And that's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow, because you feel behind and you feel like you're not doing enough. But for anyone who needs to hear this, like, do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. Do what makes you feel good. Do what you need to do to stay healthy, physically and mentally. It's so important. I think with that, though, there's also a fine balance between that and pushing yourself and making yourself uncomfortable. And I'm really, really passionate about, like, making yourself uncomfortable and trying new things. Like, that is how you grow. So it's a really tricky balance to have. I definitely do more things than I should, and I should take more rest. I'm a busybody at heart. It's really, really, really difficult for me to take a chill pill. So, health issues recently. That's been tough. Trying to think. Spring break was really, really fun. I went to Chicago with my ex-partner, and I absolutely loved Chicago. The public transit was great, where we didn't even need to rent a car, and we went so many different places. We went 4 days. We picked like the most perfect hotel without even like having to ever gone. Like, I don't know how we got so lucky with like the most perfect hotel. But we did, and and it was just like such a great trip. I think the highlight of it was seeing the Bean, going to like this arts district. One of my favorite things to do is to go to a bookstore, any bookstore, and read the backs of books and like pick up a book, just based on seeing it in the store and reading the back. The book I bought in Chicago, I cannot remember the name off the top of my head, but I just started reading it. It's about a 87-year-old woman who has lived in New York City her whole life, and she takes a 10-mile walk around the city. And basically it's supposed to be really life-changing and give you new perspectives and like all this stuff. And so I'm really, really excited to read it. There was like, if you've ever seen in bookstores, sometimes the employees like give little spiels about the book. The employee actually gave a spiel about the book and said how much it meant to her, and like how kind of mind-opening it was to kind of read it. And so I'm really excited to read it. I just finished One Last Stop. I can't remember the author, but it's like a lesbian romance set in New York City, and it's a little sci-fi type, which I really, really enjoyed. I think it's so well written. I love the book. But yeah, also like with having health issues, I've been trying to find things that are low energy, but I'm still passionate about, like reading. So I'm really grateful that I do have hobbies that are more physically demanding and less physically demanding, so I'm able to feel productive no matter how I'm feeling. Which I also think is a good thing to remember when trying to find that balance between pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and going to do things and then taking the rest that you need. Is there's still ways to push yourself out of your comfort zone even with laying in bed. Like instead of scrolling TikTok, you could read, or you could draw, or find new music or something like that to kind of grow yourself and your perspective and what you're consuming, because it's so important to monitor what we're consuming. I've been like really aware of that recently, just because like doom scrolling, while it is fun to me personally, it makes me more anxious than anything, because I feel like I'm wasting my time. It's also still really fun, and I'm not like trying to hate on it. It's really fun. But So reading's been awesome. Chicago was awesome. I went on a really long tangent with that, but Chicago was really awesome. We went on an architecture boat tour, which is really, really fun to learn more about the city in that way. But yeah, and then came home, and one of my favorite things to do is to do things with friends, like not just hang out and talk, but like do something while we're talking. So like crafting or gaming or all of this stuff. Me and my friend had a crafting day, which is so fulfilling to me. Not only do I get to catch up with a friend for like 5 hours, but then I have this like art piece that I get to go home with. I also went paddleboarding with one of my other friends, which is one of my favorite things to do. I want to paddleboard so badly. And it was literally raining, and it was like the most fun ever. Sometimes, like, even when the conditions aren't perfect, go and do it, because it makes for good memories. Not everything's gonna be perfect all the time. It's not gonna be the perfect weather. It's not gonna be the perfect time, but just go do it. Life's too short to postpone things. Like, just go do it. Yeah, that's what I've been doing recently. Like, just go do it. Like, even today, like, I would have way rather slept in, but just go do it. Do it, and you'll be happy, and you're going out and doing things. So yeah. Another thing is, I've always told myself that I would never ever be a gamer. I'm not a video game person, but one of my new friends, which is, if you were here for one of the past episodes, I talked about pushing myself out of my comfort zone and asking for someone's Instagram that I thought looked really cool. She's actually one of my best friends now, and I love her so dearly. Her name's Naima. But she and my roommate Micah, which you guys have seen before on the show, and Leah also has seen on the show, we all game together on Roblox, which is such a humbling thing to talk about. I've like never been this type of person, but I love it. I love playing with them. And also there's this game called Doors, and it's like this haunted game, I would say, and you have to like get through all of these like different door levels and like all this stuff. I'm really passionate about it. I really love the game. So yeah, interesting thing that's happened in my life. But yeah, okay, another thing is, if you've been watching for a while, you know I am the vice president of the Dance Society at NAU. And so my only dance training has been in the club. And so this semester, it's going to be my third showcase, third time performing. And I was like, you know what? I feel qualified to choreograph. I've never choreographed before. I've never taught before. But I was like, let's try it. My favorite style of dance is hip hop. I also love rap music. But yeah, so I was ambitious, and I decided to do a big group with 26 people. And I chose Noid by Tyler, the Creator, because as soon as I heard that song, I thought it would be such a cool dance. And I was beyond nervous. The easiest part was formations. I kind of already knew what I wanted, and then I just had to come up with the moves. I really love what I did with the dance. I cannot believe I made it. I just taught a week ago from today. I taught, and I was so nervous and so scared because I don't know how to explain dances to people, but I did it, and it actually went really, really well. I doubted myself way too much. I doubted myself way too much, but yeah, it went really great. And even my president like stopped, and she gave me a lot of credit for like, I've only been this is the only dance training I've had, and I made this dance, and everyone was like giving me a lot of praise about it and telling me how much they loved it. And just having such a supportive community of dance girls has been something or dance people, there's not all girls, but has been something I've wanted for so long. And you know, in the dance community, there's a stereotype where it's like, if you don't start early, like it's really hard to start. And I would say that is kind of true, except in this club, like, it has been so amazing to learn how to dance. And if you want to learn how to dance, learn TikTok dances, go on YouTube, look up like mirrored dance tutorials and learn it from there. Like, it can be really easy to learn if you can learn from videos. I get how that's like difficult. But yeah, it's been really, really incredible to create this dance and see it come to life. And I don't know, just be able to teach people, and then my dance is literally going to be on stage. So if you guys are interested in coming to Dance Society at NAU Showcase, you can come on May 4th from 12 to 2. So, yeah, that's a really exciting thing that's been happening. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a break from my talking for a minute, and I'm going to play just the radio for a minute and gather my thoughts, and I'll come back and talk to you guys in a minute. Bye. Hey everyone, you're listening to KLJX LP Flagstaff. This is KJack Radio, and you're listening to Audio Hug, hosted by Emily. We're back. I can't play my playlist today, so I've just been playing the radio in between me talking, but I have a few more things to cover before the end of the episode. So if I seem tired, that's because I stayed up really late last night, so just give me a little bit of grace. But another thing that's happened recently that I didn't talk about was me and my friends went on a camping trip in Cottonwood. One of my friends has never been camping, and the other two have, just not in the area. And the first night, it was just me and Naima. She hasn't been camping. And it was like such a good bonding experience for the two of us, since we are kind of new friends. But we were at the campsite, and we're playing board games at the table, and something kind of walks by, and I was like, huh, whose dog is that? Because this is like a kind of like glamping campground. And so I was like, huh, it's Javelina. It's a like pack of 8 or 9 Javelina, which is really crazy. I have never seen them that up close and personal, and if you live here and know Javelina, like, they're really, really aggressive. And so they were at the campsite next to ours, and apparently the next morning they told us that they were sleeping in their car, but they'd accidentally left food in the tent, and they had ripped open their tent and got the food, which is crazy. But yeah, that night we saw Javelina and skunk, and then when our other 2 friends came, we saw like 1 skunk, and that's it. Which is literally crazy that we saw so many Javelina like throughout the night, and then none when they got there. But we played, we swam in the pool, we played basketball, pickleball, card games, all this stuff. And also, if you guys have heard of We're Not Really Strangers, it's like a question game. I love that game so much, and a goal of mine before the end of the school year is to create my own. I want to have at least all of the cards, the questions, and everything formatted and ready to be printed. So that's my goal. I love that game, and I already have a name for mine. So maybe I could sell it, I don't know, but it's like kind of a passion project of mine, so I'm really excited for that. But yeah. And then, so the whole point of this episode is to live your life truly and fully, which has been something I've been reflecting on since my breakup 2 weeks ago, or like 2.5 weeks ago, is you really do only have one life, and you need to do what makes you happy so you don't, grow old and have regrets about things that you didn't do. But if you have regrets about things that you did do, at least that you tried it and you gave it a shot. But yeah, I think being in such a long-term relationship at such a young age was a blessing for me. Like, I genuinely think the transition to college would have been harder and everything. Like, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Literally still love them. But I think there's such a beauty in being single and being able to choose what you want to do and having that experience. So, yeah. A couple of things. obviously my audio listeners can't see it, but my video watchers can. I actually slit my eyebrow, which is something that's so simple and small, but has been such a huge thing that I've wanted to do. And so that it just kind of symbolizes that, you know, do what you want to do no matter what other people think and how they feel. But yeah, for anyone that's going through like a really hard time, like a breakup, you know, what happens, it is what it is. Life is gonna hit you with things, and it will get better. You know, the first few days was really hard. I really wanted to get back together, and I, you know, didn't want it to end. I thought we could figure it out and everything, but then I realized, like, you know, we broke up for a reason. It needs to have time to heal, and time does heal all. And sometimes when you're in it, that's like the worst thing to hear is that. But it's true. Yeah. Having a support system has probably been the biggest help for me and the biggest, like, game changer. I'm so grateful to the community that I do have and that I have built and put a lot of time into. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Another thing about living your life truly and fully is doing things that you want to do, even if it is alone, and not waiting for your friends to want to do it, or not waiting and waiting and waiting, and sometimes they don't happen even though you've been wanting to do them for, you know, weeks or months on end. Do that thing alone. Go see that movie, go to dinner, go on that hike that you've been wanting to try, go to that workout class that you've been seeing ads for, that you've been waiting for your friend to go to with you. Do it. Yeah. I also think that talking to as many people as you can and getting different perspectives is the best thing ever. You know, putting yourself out of your comfort zone and learning about other people and asking questions and listening is so eye-opening and so, like, beautiful. Yeah, I think another thing that I've been reflecting on is not being being in a relationship for so long. It's weird to be single and on your own and really feel like that, like, I do have all of the, like, power to choose what I want to do and when I want to do it and everything like that. And so it really is beautiful, and I understand that there's pros and cons to being in a relationship and not, but, you know, finding the positive in whatever situation you have and what you can be grateful for is the best thing that you can do. But yeah, I'm trying to think of any more reflections I've been having. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what else I had to add on this. Yeah, just really do just, like, follow your dreams. Oh, this is something I wanted to reflect on. There's a new movie on Netflix called The Life List, and it's basically a movie where the main character's mom dies, and her will is for her to complete her life list that she created when she was 13. And some of them are, like, really outlandish, like, goals, but she completes it, and it's a really beautiful movie about not getting stuck in the daily routine of your life and still, like, pushing yourself to do things that you've always dreamed of. And I encourage anyone who's watching or listening to create your own life list. It's kind of like a bucket list, but make it a running bucket list that you could just add to at any time for anything that you want to do, and so it motivates you to check it off. I'm crazy excited to make mine and see where that goes. But life's too short not to do the things that you've been really wanting to do and dreaming of, just because it's, you know, hard work. Some things that I'm going to put on mine, because it doesn't have to be big, it can be small too. I want to do a handstand and the splits, and I want to run a 5K, and I do want to choreograph a contemporary piece for Showcase. I eventually want to do a solo. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't really know if that's my cup of tea. But yeah. So yeah, that's the things that, oh, and bungee jumping off a bridge. That's something I really want to do. But yeah, I really love that movie and I think that everyone should watch it. But yeah, that's kind of everything that's been happening in my life recently. I'm also really tired, so I might not be remembering everything. But I appreciate you guys for listening, and I hope that you could take something positive out of this episode, and I will probably have a lot more to say next episode. Actually, I'm not going to be here next Friday because I'm going to Coachella. I had so much FOMO last year not going to Coachella, and I'm so excited that I get to go this year, and I'm really excited to see Lady Gaga, Missy Elliott, T-Pain, Lil Young, Megan Thee Stallion, the Marias, there's more than that, but those are my top ones right now. Really excited to see all these artists that I really, really love, and dress up. I already have all my outfits, because, you know, that's really important at Coachella, and we're car camping, and weekend one is a lot less crowded and has a lot more, like, influencers and celebrities, so I'm also really excited for that. But yeah, I can't wait to come back and tell you my opinion of Coachella, and I also want to talk about some like festival tips that I could give, because I've been to 2 Coachellas and 2 Camp Flognas, so kind of know the ins and outs, I would say. Really want to go to Lollapalooza one day. That's another goal of mine. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Of your head, I'm busy. Stop making a fool out of me.